So, before I answer that, we are drafting Cube. I am with guest Marcus Hensing
Hey,
of average results fame.
true. Harsh but fair.
So, we have some power. This counts as
Yes.
power.
Yeah, library is not actually power, but it's actually power.
Oh my god. So, Mox Ruby is strictly better than Mox Emerald. So, we can
I
ignore Mox Emerald.
I think you're correct. I think that's an accurate statement.
Mm
How do you feel about going for a long walk?
hmm. I feel like you can get a Mox like any draft. You don't get Time Walk every draft.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, if you start out with Time Walk, you get to see 23 other packs that might have Sultai Grandmaster in it.
Oh my god.
That is the longest walk.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Think of it as on my own, I take Library because
Yeah.
I'm aware it's not the best card, but I love it too much. This is not a combo,
No.
apparently.
No. Sometimes Gearhulk is not as good as Snapcaster Mage.
Most times.
Yep.
So we've got like Delta.
Yeah, that was the card I was looking at too, which sounds really boring, but I think like all of these cards are either like fair cards or Lionside Diamond, and I don't think we want to like cast Lionside Diamond.
I am not about the Storm Life. Oh my gosh, Hogpog, thank you for that host. Welcome to everyone joining me and Marcus Hensing, drafting Cube.
Hey.
Alright. Just gonna force blue.
Yeah.
It's the only way to live life.
It is vintage, right? So
It is vintage. Hence
so
this.
yeah, hence blue.
If you hadn't noticed, Marcus.
Yeah. That card, you're not allowed to play that in other formats. Yeah.
It's going pretty well, Hogpog. So I kinda like searching.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like searching too. Like you could yeah, Steam Meds is not good enough, right? Like search is better.
Feels like a Volk, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like I want to take the blue cards.
Yeah, same. And search is the best blue card, right? Like,
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Hogpog.
yes, we already have one fetch for Brainstorm, but search is probably just better.
I feel like this should be very good, provided you have enough cheap interaction to like survive the opening couple turns.
Yeah.
We have a time walk to find with it, which is kind of a
True.
combo.
True.
Mm. So we have two blue cards.
It's great that you can like have a pack where there are cards like Goblin Welder and Oath of Druids, and then there are cards like Ravenous Chupacabra and Thrashing Puppet, and you're like, some of these cards do some really silly stuff, and some of these cards are efficient creatures in Standard.
Would you rather have Yawgmoth's Bargain in your deck or Timely Reinforcements?
Exactly. They're a combo though.
Mm. So we're just getting Foth. It fills up our yard quickly for search.
Yeah, I like Foff. Foff is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would take Foff here.
True name's pretty busted, but
Yeah, true. But just hard commit to like blue dirtling. I like
yeah,
it. The
I'm in.
problem with True Name Nemesis is that it kills the opponent too fast.
It does.
Ooh.
You get to draw less cards.
Young Pyromancer is a magic card.
It is. It
Are we
does-
just are we just drafting your like a powered version of your legacy deck?
I think Delver's a bit underpowered in Cube, but
I think so too. Do you want Pyromancer or do you want Inquisition? I think those are the best cards, right?
those are the two. Yeah, those are the two I was looking at. I kind of want Inquisition. I don't know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Pyromancer's
Like-
very good too. I feel like we want early interaction because Search is
It's-
gonna set us up for a long game.
Yeah, is Mentor in the cube?
It is, yes.
Yeah, Mentor is a lot better than Pyromancer.
Inquisition also kind of goes with the Delta, which isn't.
Yeah,
really-
yeah, it's easier for sure.
Thanks for the link, Heather. I saw it on. I have it open in a tab at the moment, so I'll actually take a look at it at some point soon.
This pack is kind of boring. There's not a lot of blue cards here.
There is not. That is an observation.
It's an accurate observation. I guess you could put two of these cards in a blue deck, like the Copter and the Sword, but they don't exactly go with creatureless control decks.
I'm kind of okay with just being incredibly single-minded.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down for that. We sort of already staked our claim, right?
Yeah.
Like, we can stick to that.
Planeswalkers are also pretty scary, right? So
That's true. That's true.
all our colors, where are they? Jeez.
Yeah, true. It's like everyone else is also drafting the only two colors in Magic. So now we have to take a card that's not blue, right? We're not taking Palinchron.
I am not taking Palinchron.
So what do you want? Do you want to tap their lands? Do you want to destroy their lands? Or do you want to make a bajillion tokens? You can copy blue creatures.
I think I agree with Nucleo on, like, Colonnade.
Oh, Colonnade is also an option.
Yeah.
I like it. I just immediately defaulted to killing lands.
Like, none of the spells there were that good.
Oh, Mire. Oh, Strip Mine. Oh, Mire. Probably Mire.
I guess we're more of a Maya deck.
Yeah.
Strip Mine's just, like, generically powerful. But now if we get, like, an Underground Sea, we'll have amazing mana.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also Steam Vents that could table. I guess. I don't know how highly people prioritize mana, but this is an 8th pick Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah.
So
George Channing is very, very upset that we did not take the Kiki, which is fair.
I suggested it, George. It's not my fault.
Just blame me ignoring Marcus a lot.
But it's very bad if it's the only creature in your deck, to be honest. So, I mean, I've paid 4 mana for a 2/2 haster, but 5 is a little harsh. Yeah, obviously we take the Darkslick Shores here.
I imagine George's point was that we can get, like, Pestamite and stuff later, but...
Yeah, that's what I said. Like it can technically copy blue creatures.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, there's not anything else in this pack that we're interested in, right? We're not gonna cast Mana Tithe no matter how much I want to, right?
Okay, fine. I'll take the Ojutai.
Yeah. One of these is a good standard card. Oh, there's actually still cards with a blue color identity in this pack.
Does Rishkar count as a good standard card? I feel like
no.
that's a stretch.
Probably not. Do you want the Augur or the Spellskite? I think we want the Augur.
Don't really want either, but...
The Augur is good if we wield Kiki-Jiki.
Ooh.
Plateau's free here, right? Like, nobody assembled a bargain reinforcements combo.
Can't really fetch it very well, but...
No. But, like, it's better to have that than have any of the others. None of these cards do anything. Do you want Oblivion Ring that we could ostensibly at some point cast, or Kitchen thinks that's way better, but that we're never casting?
Definitely the Euro Ring. These things are fine. I don't know. There's a lot of, like, disenchants in the format.
There's a lot of white mana symbols on all of these cards.
This
I
card's
like
great.
unexpectedly absent.
Yeah, agree.
It's like Teferi, only it doesn't stick around in Android cards.
Oh my god, we got mana typed so badly last stream ever. I can't remember what it was on, but like the chat just exploded.
Oh, that sounds pretty awful. Was it Nicol Bolas, the Planeswalker?
It was some. Oh, it's a big mind twist. We mind twisted for 5, and they mana typed it.
Ooh. So Mana Drain is obviously great.
I agree. I agree that Mana Drain is the only card in the pack.
Monastery Mentor is also a card in the pack, but I think it's not as good as Mana Drain here. I just really like Monastery Mentor. Oh, destroy all lands, eh?
That does not seem great in our search for a Scanter deck. Just saying.
True. Do you want Revelation or do you want Force Spike?
I was kind of looking at the Greatest Thief. It might be unreasonable.
The Greatest Thief in the multiverse.
It might be unreasonable to go 4 colors, but.
But Dag Faden is a good card.
Dag Faden's pretty messed up. In like the format with all the artifact mana.
That is true.
We don't have like the fast mana you need for Revelation. to be
No,
good.
Revelation is actually really mediocre with what we have so far.
Mm.
I mean, it still Sphinx's Revelation, but
I'm kinda...
I don't know. Yeah, I think Dark Faden is the higher upside pick, but also obviously harder to fit into our deck.
Seems more
Whatever.
exciting.
We don't really need any of these white cards.
Screw responsibility. I have no idea what I'm doing in this pack.
Me neither.
Can we, like, mulligan this pack?
I mean, we can't just take the probe, it cycles. That's sort of like mulliganing, right? But
I feel like Animate Dead is kind of high upside.
so Sphinx of the Steel Wind, to be fair.
Nucleo is saying Grudge.
That's very ambitious. Like, Grudge is good, but we don't have any free green sources, and like, I guess it's just a Shatter then, if we play the red.
There are matchups where, like, if you pick up a Breeding Pool, Grudge is the best card in your deck.
That is true. There's also matchups where Sphinx of the Steel Wind is the best card in your deck. Just saying.
It's 8 mana.
Yeah, just mana drain their 4-drop and then
I'll just
GG.
put this in my board.
That is a decision. We've made a decision.
It is certainly a decision I made with 1 second on the clock and slightly panicking.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we have to draw cards here, right? We have to pick a card that says something about drawing cards.
I really like drawing cards.
Exactly.
Like,
So
Nucleo saying fact or fiction into Boat Ride. Like, is there anything else you could really do?
Factor fiction into boat. Yeah.
Or mana drain boat. It's not really how you want to use your mana, but
Yeah. True.
it's at least something.
I think I like taking the boat here.
Mm.
If we had 2 Armageddons in our deck, I would like Thing in the Ice. But we don't. We're letting the opponent play Magic, at least nominally.
This pack is, I guess this seems like kind of pricey.
Yeah, it's like a worst Hero's Downfall, but I guess in for a penny, in for a pound. Do you want Reanimate? We don't want Reanimate, right? We're not like backdooring into a Reanimation deck.
I mean,
We have Dark Fate.
we have Dark Faden.
We don't have a Sphinx of the Steel Wind though.
We do not. I don't know why we don't have one. I can't imagine.
I can't think of that either.
Reanimate's
So
also like a fine value card. You kill their creature and just reanimate it.
Yeah. I like taking Reanimate. I think the upside is enough higher that we don't want a contempt that might maybe make the cut.
The other option is Stomping Ground for the Grudge, but
True. I guess we have a Mire.
whatever. We have to make a decision. This is like really high upside.
Ooh, that's a reanimation target.
It is. I hope it's not too late to be doing this.
I mean, what else do you want out of this pack?
A Johnny?
I guess we have a plateau that doesn't exactly like.
We have a plateau. We're most of the way there. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. With some finagling and a frantic search, it can make both red and white mana on the same turn. Yeah, I like just taking Sheoldred.
If I was on my own, I would definitely take the Ajani 100%.
Just play like 4-color Planeswalker control. I mean, we could do that.
Sorry.
I'm not insisting.
I can't.
No,
I can't resist.
Don't worry about it. Oh, that looks like a card that fits into 4-color Planeswalker control.
This is just who I am. Okay, I can't.
Yeah, I accept you for who you are. It's okay.
Look at this combo. Get to make your
Yeah.
Baneslayer Angel 6/6 and give it lifelink.
True. That's pretty great.
Putrid Impedest Wield.
Ooh, Tar Pit. That's fixing.
I do, in fact, like casting my spells. I do, in fact, like not casting these spells.
Yeah, none of these cards. Do we even want? Like, I guess Faith Fetish is actually better than Mesmeric Fiend.
These are kind of close. I don't know. feel like Mesmeric Fiend's just gonna turn on opposing removal a lot.
That's true. True. Yeah. So far, our only creature is Dragon Lord Ojutai. Yeah.
It's like, I kind of want some interaction, but I don't know if Mesmeric Fiend is the interaction we're looking for.
Armageddon interacts with some of your opponent's permanents.
It does. It interacts quite decisively.
I don't know. Do we want Una's Prowler or do we want Demon Lord Belsendock?
If we were still living that reanimation dream, do we just take this?
I mean, we're drafting League, right? We're not hating it from anyone. Like, I don't know. I think I would have just taken the Prowler, but I don't know if that's actually good. Here we just take the Shriekmaw, right?
Mm-hmm. Agree.
So there's a Mystic in the pack with 5 cards left, and we saw Elves of Deep Shadow a few packs ago, so like nobody is drafting Mana Elves.
Might be because green is bad.
That's true. It is not one of the 2 colors of Magic. Dragon Lord Dromoka? I don't even know.
Why are there...
Is there any world in which we sideboard in a Dragon Lord Dromoka against other counterspell decks?
This is like a blocker. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's just put it in the sideboard. It's all good.
Still not too late to pour Storm. Feinberg knows what's up. I love Force.
Yeah, that's what I figured. What's our average converted mana cost for Dark Confidant?
High. I flipped I flipped a dig through time to my Dark
Treasure
Confidant.
Cruise is brutal.
I flipped a dig through time to my Dark Confidant this morning.
Sounds. I think it's exactly 4, but no, that can't be right. But it's pretty close. There is an Ancient Tomb, but I think we just take the 4s, right?
Nuclear is saying we only have 7 blue cards, but we're planning on picking up more blue cards.
Yeah.
Am I going to justify it? Nuclear is wondering if we're going to play Aura or Bolas just to justify playing Force. The answer is, like, not necessarily no.
Yeah, I'm not above it. Like,
what the hell?
That's a very good Magic card.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Someone opened a Black Lotus, or?
I guess, or they're just like...
Not blue.
Somehow not in blue.
They're like the one drafter at the table, not in blue.
Yeah. Just...
I do like him, but it's uncastable.
Yes.
We're not like heavy black at all.
Which is awkward because our mana is really good for black and not really good for anything else.
Yep.
Think we just take this member here?
I guess.
It's gonna make the deck, I think.
We're pretty good at killing creatures.
Like, unless you want Angel of Sanctions, but that seems to have the same problem as the other creatures, mainly that it dies to removal.
Do you actually think it's Dismember?
Yeah, what else do you want? Like, I'm open to suggestions. I just think Dismember is the only card here that I think has a good chance of making our deck. Do you want Elspeth?
No. I guess we take this. I guess a removal spell's fine. I feel like him is just like dramatically more powerful, but it's so hard for us to ever cast in time.
Yeah, at least if we want to like play our Red Planeswalkers and our Teferi and our Wrath of God, so on. We need to like make sure the mana works somehow.
I completely agree with Nucleo that like Frost Titan is great, but we already have really good finishers as well.
Yeah.
This pack's kind of nice. Solemn Vision Bribery.
Yes. That's true. Those are all cards in the pack, and they're all great. We don't want the Nighthawk, right? It's also impossible to cast and turns on removal.
And it's not nearly as good as any of the cards I just listed.
That's a fair point. Well made.
Everyone in chat is screaming for Bribery.
Yeah, Bribery is is, I think, the fun pick, right? Like you
It's
can
also,
do
it's
silly
also,
things.
it's also
right?
just really good.
Yeah, it's really good, but like sometimes you play against a deck where it's not that great.
This is the easiest mana leak of my life.
I said ooh because I saw Gush, but I'm down with taking mana leak. I don't think we're a Gush deck at all.
We draw like a million cards and need to hit our land drops.
Yeah, exactly. We want all of our lands in play.
Although
Already had. What?
Gush,
Oh.
Gush Armageddon.
Save our own lands.
Yeah.
Sick.
Wow. These lands. So Tundra we can only get off Delta, whereas God the Shrine we can get off both. But our black mana is currently better than our. I guess Tundra's better, right?
I think Tundra is better. Yeah, I don't think we want any more black fixing, even though it's technically easier to fetch than the Tundra is. I think we just need blue and white sources in our deck.
Hey there, Leviathan.
Tundra happens to be a blue and a white source.
It does.
Literally all the card is.
Module lands.
Shambling.
Also this. How many spells do we have? 21 spells. So we're pretty good.
Yeah, we should be okay. I think Judgment is not good enough. Like, it's hard to cast, and it's a clunky removal spell.
Actually, I love Judgment, but I agree, like, anything double coloured that isn't blue has a cost here.
Yeah. Ooh, Seachrome Coast. Soulfire!
Oh shit. We have Recall.
Oh. I would just take the Soulfire Grandmaster, but I'm not unbiased.
This is the fun pick, right?
It's also just absurdly unfair at times.
Fine, I will take the Soulfire Grandmaster.
Are we playing Balance? We're not playing Balance.
No,
right?
we have 0 artifacts.
That's true. Sometimes it kills creatures. Maybe that's good. I don't know.
Nuclear is pointing out we took Time Walk for this exact situation.
We also took Time Walk because Time Walk is an absurdly busted magic card. But I agree.
I like
spell
spell
pierce.
pierce.
Yeah.
Just like stops you dying to random combo nonsense. Holy cow! What is this? What is this?
Is it a bird or a planeswalker? I like the bird. The bird is really good.
The bird is so good. Tamiyo is kind of great, but we already have like a bunch of like planeswalkers.
Tamiyo is also great with Time Walk.
Mm-hmm.
Just putting it out there.
What is this?
Have you ever been thought seized when you have a Tamiyo emblem in play?
I have not. What I have done is I've had a opponent remove my whole deck with Ashiok. I proceeded to unexpectedly absent my Tamiyo every turn for the rest of the game.
That's pretty good.
I think I'm taking this over the Gideon. I kind of like casting my red cards. At the very least, we're playing Dak, even if we don't play Adrani.
Yeah. Cut, I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know if we're even playing it, but we might put it in. Ooh, Day of Judgment.
Well, we have a lot of playables.
Yeah, somehow we ended up with a lot of playables, even though we picked blue cards when everyone else was also doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 27 spells currently in the deck.
Yes.
And we want to play at least 17 lands.
Yes. We also have to figure out the mana. It might be that we just can't play double black. Or it might be even that we... Cutting black sounds really weird though, because our black fixing's so good. It's like basically free.
Yes.
So we have these. What can they fetch? So this is fetched by Maya. This is fetched by Delta.
Yes. Those are the only ones with land types.
Mm-hmm.
So we have we have 3 red sources with Vantage. If we play the Mire. which we're gonna play some black, right?
I think we have to play some. I think we might be cutting the downfall.
Yeah,
We have
I like cutting downfall.
We have Fetter's Oblivion Ring for Planeswalkers, and it means we can get the double black out of the deck, which sounds nice.
Yeah. Yep. We might also just cut Shriekmaw.
Maybe.
Maybe we just cut all the black. I mean, Dismember is... I guess we can keep Dismember and cut, and just play black for our creature lands, and because the fetches are so free.
I mean, they are like tap lands as well, right? But...
True, but they're also, yeah, I guess they're only dual lands if the black is actually important. I guess the Strix is good.
Like, I kind of just don't want to have to play a swamp.
No, I agree.
We could cut these.
Yes.
And we need to cut one more card.
At least, right? We might also play 18 lands.
That's true. We have Recall. Recall helps you draw lands.
Yes, that's true. We also have...
This is basically an 18th land, right? Because you can just... if any keepable hand can cast this.
Yes, that's true, I guess. We also have Dag Faden, which loots into stuff. I guess it's hard to cast Dag Faden. Like, that's not reliable.
This card is so unrealistic, though.
It's very good.
Nucleo
it's also good with the Tamio emblem, by the way.
Nucleo is suggesting we cut the cut because we have lots of rafts and removal already.
Yeah, we also have Cruise and Search.
Yeah.
So delving is less free than it usually is.
Yeah, I agree completely. Alright, so
17 lands.
Yes.
With all of those.
We get to play 0 swamps. Which makes the Strix a bit worse, but we'll cope.
Oh, that's true, that we don't actually have any.
So if you actually wanted to cut black, we'd have to play Augur.
So our black fetches are not actually black fetches. Like, they don't actually fetch black.
No, they just fetch these. So the other option is we play Augur, because even though Augur's a bit crap, we have Recall and Time Walk that it's drawing towards. And any time it puts 3 on the bottom, it's drawing us 3 closer towards a Recall and Time Walk.
That is true. Augur is a card we could put in our deck.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that. It's... How many hits do we have? 3, 5, 7, 10, 13 hits?
It's like...
That's not too bad. On average, it's gonna hit, right? 13 out of 40 cards.
So we need a mana base for this monstrosity.
That's true. Both that we need a mana base and that this is a monstrosity.
So how many blue sources do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need like 9 minimum.
Yes, we probably want 10.
Ideally.
We have 2 blue 1s, we have a double blue 2, we have 2 double blue 5s. Ideally we would want 10. But we might not. We don't need any mountains, right? We have a fetchable mountain, and we have a 3rd red source in the Vantage, right? So we don't need any basic mountains.
Strong agree.
3 red sources and lots of card draw to hit red for our 2 cards. That should be fine. And then we have 5 white sources currently, plus the basics. So this is...
5? We have 6. Both these fetches fetch
white.
Oh,
Delta fetch white, yeah. So we have 10 right now.
I think
4 basics.
I think I want to cut a white for an extra mountain. Is that crazy? Go down to 9 white sources. We have like card draw to hit them.
Oh, that's not crazy at all.
And we have 4 red sources for our 2 red cards, which is like
the
typical rule in limited.
More comfortable than 3. Yeah, 3 is great if you only have 1 card. It's a little bit more dubious if you have 2.
I'm playing the Darkslick Shores, so we can feel sad when it's our 4th land, but we have Dismember, so...
yeah, I like that, even though it's awkward.
Thanks for the bit, Schultz. Oh my gosh.
The bit.
Goose has asked, where is Marcus? The answer is on Skype.
Yeah. Also, Copenhagen, Denmark, if you're around. I'm busy right now, but yeah. No, I should probably say so. Yeah, I'm from Copenhagen, Denmark, and I tested with Autumn for the PT in Richmond, which it was my second PT. I qualified by top fouring the team limited Grand Prix in Lyon last year. And my first PT was Aether Revolt, where I qualified by top 8ing an individual limited Grand Prix in London, which was Triple Kaladesh. And I will not be in Barcelona because that is modern, and I'm not great with modern, and I don't particularly enjoy it.
I will also not be in Barcelona because I've been to a billion events the last 5 weekends, and I kind of need a break.
Yeah, I played the RPTQ this weekend with Casper, who was also on our US trip with me, and we just agreed after this weekend, basically, it's going to be really nice to just like have a few weekends where you don't play Magic. How weird that's, or at least not competitive Magic, right? Like
it's been 5 weekends in a row for me, which is kind of sad because like I'm really happy with the modern deck I'm playing at the moment, but I just need a break.
What are you playing in modern? Lantern still?
Tron.
Oh sure.
It's just like the best deck.
Yeah.
KCI is probably the best deck, but Tron is the best deck that reasonable human beings can play.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone who isn't Madness, basically. Yeah. So we're holding on to the recall here because our opponent has an island in play, right? And because we don't want to discard.
Mainly because I don't want to discard. I'm just gonna like use answers first.
Yeah.
Hey there, Caius.
Yeah. I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say something about playing Magic.
That's a good point, Nucleo. I cracked it because I didn't want to like draw the Tundra and then not be able to fetch the Tundra. But I guess fetching for an island is fine if we draw the Tundra anyway. So you're probably right that we just don't crack there.
I mean, it's unlikely our opponent is playing Wasteland in this deck.
I would like to counter the spell.
Yeah, I think we mana leak that. I like that.
Incoming Days to punish Colonnade.
They're not playing Daze in that deck.
Hey, people are crazy, okay?
Daze is really sweet, but
imagine if we were on the play here and now could just like slam Teferi. The game ends.
I like playing the island here, I think, right?
Makes sense. We can just recall now, right? And go up to 7.
8.
Oh. I guess we don't.
I mean, they're tapped out, so if we want to make sure it resolves, we could do it now, for sure.
And like...
And I don't mind discarding Wrath of God.
There's also like Dak Faden we could draw, search for a Scanter.
True.
Don't
try to steal Sensei's Divining Top with Dak Faden, by the way.
If we hit Time Walk, we can't lose the game, right?
Unless our opponent is very patient with their days. I guess that's not even the case. We have the mana to spare. Ooh. So what do you want to discard? Mountain?
Probably.
Or Wrath?
Probably just want to discard a Mountain, I think. I like that. We've got plenty of land drops.
Oh yeah, the thing I was gonna say about Magic was about Modern, because I was gonna say like Tron and KCI are some of the best decks right now, and it's kind of silly that Ancient Stirrings is a card when Ponder and Preordain aren't. Like,
you are not wrong. I will say that much.
Gilded, though, to say.
Ancient Stirring should probably get banned sometime soon, but until it isn't, I'm gonna keep playing it.
Yeah, I like just putting away the Lotus here. Uses our mana.
Means we can tap out for Teferi in our turn.
Yes.
Does that mean unban Ponder or ban? Personally, I prefer that they unban Ponder. I just want to unban as much stuff as possible. But I think realistically, it's more likely that just Ancient Stirrings goes at some point.
Yeah.
Based on how they're like treating things at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, Ancient Stirrings is so powerful, and like it imposes deck building constraints, but there are so many cards in Modern that makes those constraints like not moot, but
Yeah, exactly.
like
It's also like it's not really deck building constraints. It's like you're gonna play your deck with like a bunch of artifacts and Tron lands.
yeah, exactly. Like it hits lands, so it's like, and looks at 5 cards. So if you have a reasonable land count, you most of the time at least have the option of picking up a land, and sometimes you have the option of picking up a game-breaking combo engine or uh, some undercosted Eldrazi fatty or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. We're pretty far ahead at the moment. Don't know why I untapped the island. Couldn't answer that.
It's all good. I think just 2 blue lands is all good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any double white stuff except for Absent that makes sense at instant speed. That is a 2-for-1.
I am fine with a 2-for-1. Our hand is currently like 2-for-1 heavy.
Yeah. We're pretty stocked on 2-for-1s.
Alright, just slamming the dragon. It does get hard to win if we're not careful, by the way. We only have so many win conditions in the deck.
That's true. Our Teferi is gone. We don't have any regrow effects, no.
No Pika. We're just cubing today. Just gonna get a couple of cube drops in.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Now,
we want to set this up, right?
I think we want to set up Time Walk plus
Ojutai.
Soulfire.
Oh, plus Soulfire.
Like, I think we can play the long game here, but I like just playing Ojutai here, right?
Okay.
Like, they have 3 cards, and the top they could have a counterspell, but we can also just wait and play Fuff. I don't even know.
Magic's
You're
hard.
right that if we get our Dragon Lord countered, then
things get very tricky.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have any recursion from the graveyard, right? Like, we could cruise for 2 mana here and not regret it. Ever.
We have search.
That's true. But cruise is gonna exile a lot of cards anyways, right? What I'm trying to say is we don't have anything that cares about specifically recall still being in our graveyard or something like that.
We do not.
I actually don't mind like not playing Ojutai yet.
I agree. I think I just want to like Foth this turn.
Yeah, we could Foth this turn.
I think I'm just gonna. I guess we do it now to hit search. Maybe they have mana up. Actually, I don't want to do it now.
Yeah, they have
pass.
enough mana up that we have to respect counterspell. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why we don't play the dragon.
If they tap for top, do we Foth?
Probably not. Then we only get 2 cards, no matter what, because we have to discard if we get more.
That's true. That's true. And the mana's relevant because of Soulfire, like hitting all our land drops forever.
Yes.
Cool. This makes sense.
Yes, we might want them to counter Bongo, but we might want them to counter on their own turn, so we get to do stuff in our turn. Now we can Foth in response, right? If we mana drain this,
it's like pretty good for us.
They can't give us mana drain here, right? If we hit mana drain the 5 cards.
We're
Soulfire.
We're taking Soulfire. I do not care what else. Mainly because we need to be able to win the game, but you know.
Yeah, Soulfire beat down.
Oh, we get a land?
Soulfire and a land.
2.
Soulfire 2 lands.
Oh my god.
Spoiling us rotten. And plus now we don't have to worry about delving, right? It's so great.
Worth noting, I think this doesn't find anything anymore. It's the best Bloodstained Mire ever. Pretty sure we've seen our plateau and our mountain.
I think you're right. We don't have any lands that say swamp on them. I mean, it technically casts Treasure Cruise, right?
This is true. Oh, could technically buy back Treasure Cruise this turn, but I think we just want to be super safe and like set this up.
Yes. I think you're right. I think they resolve their Lotus, and then we take our turn, and then we play something like Ojutai, and then next turn we just hope they tap out, and then we go for a long walk.
Agree. If we draw Mana Drain, I guess we can still just go Ojutai and hold up Mana Drain, and then set up this.
Yeah.
Caxi, they have not seen the Time Walk yet, no.
Yeah, this is game 1, and we haven't revealed any cards to them. The Search has never been in play, and doesn't actually reveal anything until it's flipped, I guess. I mean, they have seen the Soulfire Grandmaster and Mire and Island off the fuff, but that's it.
Right, so we can happily discard Mire end of turn, which is nice.
Yes. Take that.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Do you want to play a land first?
Yeah.
I think you do.
This is so absurd.
Yes.
What the hell?
It's pretty great. I mean, they can tap it in response, but... Oh, they didn't.
They did
I like
not.
that.
We only have 7 mana still.
We just play Ojutai, right? With
Yeah.
double blue up.
I agree. And like force them to answer this stuff, and then next turn
Oh my god.
we get walking.
This is pretty great.
We
I don't exactly know what our opponent's deck is doing, but it's doing a whole lot less than our deck. We somehow have way more permanents than them, and also way more cards in our hand.
Oh my god.
This is great.
I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, understandable. So we loot with deck, right, to try and find a counterspell.
Agree. We have to be careful, we only have so many cards in our deck, but...
True. Yeah, Mire and... Yeah, I guess Shores, maybe just Wrath, I don't know. How do we lose this game? We don't lose this game to creatures, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Anything's fine. We can also just pitch Dismember, but I think Wrath is worse.
Agree.
And then we attack for 5?
Someone's pointing out we don't really need Cruise, which is kind of true. Cruise is almost bad for us at the moment.
That is a fair point, unless we want to just, like, be absolutely sure that we have a counterspell in our hand, right? Like, that might be worth more than...
The Gilded Lotus is so good. It
But
lets us, like, buy back Time Walk and activate Colonnade.
The point is that if you lose to your own Treasure Cruise, you don't really lose, right? Like
you've won in spirit.
You lose the game, but...
It's super tempting against control decks to board in, like, a Swamp and the Reanimate. Just so we can actually not die.
So we get to anticipate here. And hopefully find the Mana Drain. Are they gonna kill the Dragon Lord in response? Ooh.
I guess we're doing this.
We get to see their entire deck.
I think I know what we're doing this turn.
Worth doing.
Agree. Alright.
Yes. How much mana do we have? 3, 6, we have 10.
Not enough to buy back this. Actually,
No. We do if we play the Soulfire and activate, but I think that's just bad.
It is, agree.
I think we just play Bribery, and like they have to counter it if they have a counter spell, and if they don't, then we get to see their entire deck and also steal a creature from it.
If not, if they do counter this, we have a Johnny, which is great.
They might also just concede response.
Magic's so easy.
That's our win condition. Just our opponents conceding.
That was great.
Great.
Alright,
Okay, so we're playing against like an Esper control deck, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're boarding in a Swamp and boarding in this stuff.
True, that might make sense. Do you want any of the creature lands as well? then? I don't...
Not the Rishton Port, sorry. Yeah, we need the creature lands for black mana for these, right?
Yes, so those and a swamp, and then we take out...
At least one Wrath.
Yes, we take out... There's 18 lands now, right?
There are 18 lands. We could just play 18 lands.
We could just play 18 lands. I don't hate the idea of that. You want the Inquisition and the Reanimate, right?
I do. Those were cards I intended to bring in.
Exactly. So we take out both of the Wraths?
Both is probably fine. Just use spot removal on critters.
Yes. And... Is Spell Pierce bad in a long game, or is it very good against a deck with no creatures?
I think they just... like, they cast a bunch of, like, non-creature spells on Curve that game.
They haven't seen it yet, right?
And we have, like, Dark Faden to loot it away later.
True.
I feel like the Pierce is just really, really powerful.
It pitches to force.
It does. Like, I feel like this will always end up doing something.
Are any of these cards less efficient against our opponent? Is Elspeth or Ajani or something like that not?
I think the way we lose is just running out of win-cons is the problem.
That's reasonable.
Could take out this.
We could take out this. It is filler.
It is it was literally in the deck because we couldn't justify playing black. Right?
Yes.
Cool. Sneep. Perfect mana. Probably a... I don't know. This is probably a mole, right? With lots of powerful cards.
Yes, I think that's a mulligan.
We could cast everything.
Yeah. Just keep recall on top, and it's like we haven't mulligan at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, almost.
I think I'm gonna keep that one.
I like keeping that.
We want to play land, so I guess I'll lead with Island here.
Yes.
Next time we can even go like turn 2 Dark Faden off the Time Walk.
We could do that. Especially if our opponent just taps out.
Oh, Riftwing Clouds, yeah. I wanted them to play a Signet.
That would be filthy.
Are we just going turn 2 Dark?
Yes, I like walking here. Off basic island.
Yeah, so we have more of an idea of what land to fetch.
Exactly.
So we might want it to get a black source.
Yes, but we're probably just fetching Plateau, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's...
Alright. Oh my god, we can reanimate Ojutai if we find a black source.
That is true.
So hype.
Yep. I think, yeah, Plateau for sure. And then Deck Fate.
The dream.
And we get to loot.
The dream.
Oh, we can build them with Deck Fate. Rip Soulfire Grandmaster. Right?
So...
Soulfire doesn't do anything, right?
It's true, we don't have Time Walk anymore. We have, you can still buy back, like, mana drains and stuff, but that's so far in the future.
Yes, and that requires keeping Soulfire Grandmaster on the table.
We're definitely pitching Ojutai, right? Because we want to reanimate it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have the black source yet, but I like pitching the 2 creatures, I think. Everything else is more important here, right?
We'll just pretend you're right. I don't know.
Great. That way you get to blame me.
I do. It's great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
When our opponent goes, reanimate your Ojuzai. Oh, shit.
That would make me feel somewhat silly, yes.
That's the bad thing about playing leagues instead of with Cube, right? Like, you can't be sure. Even though we have Force, they might also have Force.
I mean, animate dead your Ojutai, right?
Yeah.
It's not just reanimate.
Necromancy or whatever. Is Necromancy only your own graveyard?
I have no idea. I've never put
swear
that
I'm
card in
good
my
at
deck.
old formats. Swear I'm good at old formats. I remember flavor text of silly draft comments, but I don't know what Necromancy also actually does. But maybe that I'm not to blame. Like, have you seen the Oracle text of that card nowadays?
So there's Oracle text now in the chat. You may cast Necromancy as though it had flash. Enters the battlefield, becomes an aura with enchant creature put onto the battlefield with Necromancy. Put target creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield. How?
Great.
Who thought that was a fine way to like write a Magic card?
It's only like 8 lines of text. How much worse is Animate Dead? Yeah, not a whole lot worse.
Okay. I think Animated Dead's less worse. Necromancy went over into like two separate posts.
True, Alicia. The printed card is more reasonable because at that time you just wrote whatever you wanted the card to do and then hoped that it was from the text. Like, the original wording of Time Walk was that target opponent loses their next turn. Just like target opponent loses next turn, and you're like, that seems slightly overpowered, but it doesn't actually mean they lose the game. It just means that they lose the. Yeah, it was great. Enchant dead creature. Yeah, exactly. Great. Do we want to stick to the reanimation plan here?
I don't know. Still feel like getting an Odgetai is pretty great.
Yes. So in that case, we pitch Plains and Fetters.
So are we slamming Ajani or holding up Mana Leak?
We are holding up Mana Leak, I think.
Okay. Well, yes, that means we can discard Fetters.
Yes. Yes,
Since
I don't
we're
like.
not worried
I
about
don't like.
Planeswalker
I
now.
don't like slamming when they have mana open.
Yeah. It was just like I was a bit worried about like them playing a Khan or something. But if we're keeping up Mana Leak, then having Fetters doesn't matter.
Yeah. Guess with this few black sources, if we had pitched the reanimate instead of the Ojutai here, we would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's roughly the same if we just eventually find a black source.
It is I think 2 of our 3 remaining black sources are tap plans of note. Or 3 of the 4 rather. 3 of the 4.
Yeah. That's one of them. I like just playing it.
Yeah.
Do we want to deck Phaeton?
Always loot. Always loot.
Yeah, fair enough.
Have you not listened to LSV?
I've listened to LSV a lot. I've listened to Limited Resources a lot as well. So we don't need any more red sources, right?
Nope. We don't need the Splains.
No.
Cool.
I'm just saying our concern is losing because there are no more cards in our deck, right?
Always loot.
To be fair, deck emblem with a giant Avenger is kind of sexy. Right?
Oh no, whenever
that's
you
only
cast
spells.
the spell.
Oh, it's not abilities. Oh man.
You got my hopes up. Dashed them. Dashed them to the ground.
Yeah, my bad. I thought deck Phaeton was even more broken than it already was.
Mm-hmm. It's only the best Planeswalker in Vintage, like, what more do you want?
We don't do anything about this Cloudscape, right?
We can't do anything about this Cloudscape.
That's one of the reasons why we don't, I think.
Kind of like that they're bouncing the Dark Phaeton instead of the Tar Pit, if I'm honest.
Oh yeah. Same. And like, we might not even cast deck Phaeton anymore this game.
That's not impossible. I don't know, if they play an artifact, play like Gilded Lotus out again.
They already played an artifact, but... I mean, they let us take the Lotus without tapping it, so...
I think this is somewhat optimistic.
Also, Divining Top is just a whole lot worse if you don't actually own it.
Indeed. We have like 1 fetch left in our deck.
Yes.
I guess it also kind of works with Backdoor Fiction.
So what do you want to do here?
I want to make a dragon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. that we just want to make a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'm just attracted to using all my mana every turn. So I was like, ooh, if we play an untapped land, we can play a Ajani with Mana League up. But that's
I mean, we can still use all our untapped mana.
That is true, but then we don't get to counter back if they counter Ajani, is what I'm saying.
No, we've got a Dag Faden.
Oh, true. Do we want to? I guess we want to play Dag Faden.
We never need this Darkslick Shores. All it does is animate our top hit.
That's true.
Which
is a very reasonable win condition in a deck that has very few win conditions. Just pitch, I guess, at least Shores. I don't even know. Spell Pierce and Island, maybe? If you want to keep the Shores.
We have like 2 black sources left. I think we just pitch the lands. I think I agree with Nucleo. We can find lands when we need them with Faden. I think
sure, we can also pitch both lands and then have Mana Leak now and Ajani Spell Pierce next turn. Yeah, that's fine.
I think Pierce has like 2 turns of life left in it.
Yeah.
Against their deck. Probably like 2 turns.
They're also missing land drops, which,
yeah,
does make Spell Pierce better.
I mean, they're missing land drops, but they have top in play, so...
Now they get to shuffle with top in play. Sick. Sick. It's like Brainstorm, except you don't draw any cards.
It's only marginally worse than...
Exactly. It's like brainstorming when your opponent has a Notion Thief. Not quite. Notion Thief is pretty great.
I want to Spell Pierce something. Dag Fade and Spell Pierce is such a combo.
Yes.
It's just like everything you could want.
If they attack, we block.
Agree. Like...
Hard agree.
What are you afraid of?
Exactly. I don't think there's a lot of combat tricks in the Vintage Cube.
There are some weird cards in the cube, but...
I don't think there's like Dictate of Heliod, right? Like that would be pretty brutal if we didn't have any counter spells, I guess, and they had the second white source.
I feel like Dictate might actually be in the Legacy Cube.
Yeah, the Esper Pump spell, exactly. the hidden 4th mode on Esper Charm.
Alright, we're just attacking with 2 counter spells up.
Yeah, I like that.
Rawr. That's really rude.
Mana leaking that.
Oh yeah, we have Mana Leak. I was like, you can't Spell Pierce it. Hopefully they fight over this. We get to pierce the thing they fight with.
That would be pretty nice, especially if then Ojai finds a land and we just get to resolve the Ajani. I guess Dak also could find a land.
Oh wow. You know what I want to cast this turn? They conceded last time we cast this.
Yes, I agree, and I would be tempted to do the same thing. You could, yeah.
They conceded.
We have to take a spell, right?
Yeah.
Like we can't just take the land, so we have a land for Spell Pierce Ajani. That's silly.
I like those. I don't know about you, but I like making my opponent concede.
True, true. I mean, you do play more Lantern than I do, but I that is an appealing quality of Magic games. Those aren't lands.
I don't think we're allowed to complain, to be fair. But
no. So we pitch Elspeth and the Oblivion Ring? I don't even know.
I think we pitched the... maybe it is... I kind of want to save the Pierce now to pair with our Bribery and force through Bribery next turn.
I like keeping Pierce. I don't think we're pitching Pierce. I think we're pitching O-Ring and a Planeswalker.
Agree.
And it might be Elspeth, she doesn't give vigilance, right? She only gives flying.
Only flying. I think getting rid of Elspeth's fine.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of Wincons left.
And then we just recall our own phase immediately, right?
Yeah, agree. We have Pierce up, so it seems safe.
Yeah, and we haven't made our land drop this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if they let this resolve, are we confident enough that Ajani is also going to resolve this turn?
Ooh.
Oh, so we already made them concede to bribery. Can we make them concede to Inquisition across it, do you think? I mean, I think I like just playing Ajani and killing the Riftwing here, but maybe that's
probably fine.
Then they have one turn to deal with Ajani and Ojutai, where we're tapped. And I mean, if we had a hard counter, I don't think I would do this, but Spell Pierce is not guaranteed to make Ojutai live next turn anyways.
So the other option is we Stone Rain them for a turn.
Just take out Tundra.
Yeah. I actually kind of like that.
Or a Swamp, I guess.
I kind of want to take out the Tundra.
Yeah.
I love Stone Rain. Alessia says we can take actions at random, which sounds about right.
I mean, that's roughly what we're doing anyways, right?
I mean, you're not wrong. Like...
Stone Rain is a great magic card. Like, I feel like I made a good case for both of the Armageddons that we saw in the draft.
I picked one of them.
Somehow we don't have any of them in our main deck, but I guess that
we'd play one of them if we took the Gush.
yeah, but
hey Kaylee, this deck is sweet. This deck
we did our best,
treat.
Kaylee. We hard committed to Time Walk first pick, and then we kept taking blue cards until there were no more blue cards, which was like roughly 5 picks later, and then we just stayed in our trenches.
We have the since Kaylee has missed out on it, we have the Soulfire Time Walk combo.
Yes, and we had both cards in our hand last game, and then our opponent conceded to bribery, which was very rude. So we don't even know what the bribery targets are in their deck, but maybe we'll find out this game. Maybe they won't immediately concede.
It's like a non-zero chance they board it out.
All the bribery targets?
I've had blue-black control decks before where you have like 2 things they can bribery and you just board them all out.
Yeah. That's not the most threatening play from our opponent, to spin the top as the first thing.
It might be a sign of weakness, just saying.
Yeah. So now our opponent has a very a decision that matters very little, which is, do you want to hurt us? Do you want to hurt one of our planeswalkers? None of this does anything. But I think you want to hurt Ajani here, right? Oh, they're attacking Dak? Okay, sure.
That's a tiny bit surprising to me, but now the Ajani can safely kill this, but then they get their mana back, which they're probably happy about.
Yeah, but like what? How are they realistically winning this game, right? Like.
Right, so we gotta just lead on Inquisition and see what's up.
Yes, exactly. And then we get to bribery with Spell Pierce back up.
Mm-hmm.
And Ojutai and 2 planeswalkers in play.
Oh no, our bribery reshuffles their top.
Is that good or bad?
They get to look at new cards.
That's true. They get to spend their mana on looking at new cards. I'm okay with that.
Oh, we can go to steal top and then bribery them.
Kaylee, I've suggested not stealing the top a few times, because it usually doesn't work, even though...
No, what Kaylee's saying is if we try to take the top and they put it on top, then we shuffle away the top, and they might have a creature there, like, floating on top that they don't really want to draw.
True.
I don't know if it's good enough to be worth doing that, but... It's not like we need to plus stack fade in this turn.
No, I think we just Inquisition immediately.
Agree.
Right? Let's start with that. And then if they concede,
I actually kind of like this. They might have something that like good they're floating on top. We can Inquisition too.
Oh yeah, sure. I guess. Yeah, that makes sense.
And like we can kill the Cloudscape, so it's not like.
So we actually get to activate Deck Fate and targeting since the landing tub, which has been a running joke so far. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they probably don't have a counterspell here, but let's lead on Inquisition anyways. That's interesting. So they have
Consecrated Sphinx,
and they have their own Faith's Fetters, which they can never cast because of Ajani. I like that. Okay, I guess we just bribery them.
Oh,
like,
we have to set an upkeep stop to kill the Sphinx. Two.
Can we kill the Sphinx? It's a 4/6, right?
We can like top and try and find.
I mean, I'm gonna say this is some pretty good evidence for Deck Fate being the greatest thief in the multiverse because we've got away with some shit already. We've stolen an untapped Lotus, like Gilded Lotus, not Black Lotus, but an untapped Lotus and an untapped top.
Oh my god! A mere battle sphere, you say?
What's the? Oh, they let us see the deck and then conceded.
They have a mere battle sphere. I wanted my battle sphere. I'm so sad.
Technically, it wasn't your battle sphere, but you know, DJ Schmeetails.
Alright, let's go.
That does sound like fun, Grey Guy. Strip Mine Crucible is what we in the business call a combo.
Needs Fast Bond to truly count. Yes, this is a keep.
Is that Bloodstained Mire?
It is a mountain.
It's a basic mountain.
We are fetching a mountain with it turn 1, so that it's not destroyed when we draw a mountain next turn.
I agree. Hard agree. Hard agree. I was like, if we're on the draw and we draw either a double blue spell or a second island, it might be awkward. But since we're on the play, we just fetch the mountain.
Alright.
Ooh, true. Fast Bond with Strip Mine and Crucible. That's good, clean fun.
I don't know about clean, but...
I don't know about good either, but it's certainly fun.
Right, spell please.
That is technically a spell.
Technically correct.
Okay.
Hopefully they attack with this next turn.
Yes. Ooh. Yeah. Just cast that, I guess.
Cannot possibly lose.
I like how we're just tapping randomly.
I was playing...
If they have exactly Wasteland and they choose to attack with a Mutavault this turn, then this is the good play.
That is literally my thought process. You literally called my thought process. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my... This... I will gladly pay for life for a Stone Rain.
Now we get to Stone Rain them again next turn.
Oh, this is a game of Magic. I guess we can keep that on top.
I guess.
Oh my god.
Did you see that they like mold to 5 this game, by the way? As well.
I didn't actually notice, but.
This is the best draft.
This is a good draft. We did something right, Autumn.
I would like to keep Factor Fiction.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
I would also like a blue source, but...
Yeah, but we're still making land drops.
I think this turn we just foff. I don't really want to time walk with just an Ajani out and nothing else going on.
Sure, we can foff.
I can do it main
just
phase.
Main phase?
Yeah.
In case we draw a tap land? Or
we have
like give us blue land plus something ridiculous like Treasure Cruise?
Oh my god. Alessia has started a Stone Rain count in chat. This is everything I needed in my life.
Unless that's good. You're a good moderator of the stream. Thank you. Thank you. That's some serious moderation and programming chops. I like it.
Pretty sure I'm just taking my hero.
Ooh.
Cards are great, but this card with Time Walk.
Yeah, Teferi is very good. I like.
We have Search in play too, right?
I like keeping Teferi. Also, now we have 2 planeswalkers whose ultimate
destroy lands.
Could be relevant for the Stone Rain counter. Which, I'm just putting it out there. We might want to do that in this game where our opponent is. See, ooh, Ancient Stirrings is in this cube.
Some future modern band cards getting in on the action.
So they're playing what, like Absan stuff?
Cards. Absan Mutavault.
We can just put that in the graveyard, right? Or do we want to do that?
So I feel like this is really good, but I really want another blue source.
Yes.
And if we draw a land, we go to
Search
Fairy
is
Time
going
Walk.
to be a blue source if we. Yeah.
If
This
we
is
draw a
great.
land,
We also
we go
get
to Fairy Time
we
Walk.
also get to Teferi with Mana Drain up on their turn now.
I guess Teferi Mana Drain is better than Bribery, right? It's probably better.
I like Teferi with Mana Drain up.
And then we can use the Mana Drain mana to cast Bribery next turn, and Time Walk, and do literally everything you could ever dream of.
Yes.
Let's draw an island. Oh.
That's almost an island. Mana Confluence, right? Tap Mana Confluence. Yeah.
I guess. Aren't we just the actual unluckiest? We didn't even draw a blue source.
Yeah. Bad beats. Yeah, Alicia, we talked about Ancient Stirrings and Modern earlier, and the pros and cons, and I think it's way busted. Also, it's in two of the best decks at least.
Another blue source will let us Time Walk with Mana Drain backup and blow up all their lands. This is really sad. Oh, this is heartbreaking.
So, do we Time Walk this turn and then just like Augur?
I think so. I think that seems pretty gross.
Yeah, I like Time Walking and Auguring.
Can lead on Augur, I guess.
Guess it can't find force anymore, so oh yeah, put those on the bottom.
My islands! My islands! I love those islands.
Yeah. My babies.
I think my opponent has F6'd. Get that distinct impression.
Oh, yeah. Activate. I like it.
Just show them more cards, you know. Yeah. This is strictly incorrect, I'm sure.
Probably, but also our opponent doesn't have any lands anymore. And we still have Mana Drain.
What's the Stone Rain counts at now?
I think we need to put 5 more in, I guess.
Right. We're not changing anything, right? We don't want... I guess the black's good against mopey creatures, but I kind of like just having consistent mana against whatever they're playing.
Yeah, I don't feel particularly threatened by, Mutavault. I think most of our planeswalkers line up pretty well against Mutavault.
Hey, this is a hand.
That is a hand.
But it needs a bit of help, but it's pretty busto.
No, Alburn, we have not gotten permission to cast Time Walk in Modern Constructed. We are drafting Vintage Cube.
One day, in 20 years' time, when Magic has is on death's door, they'll be like, we're reprinting Time Walk into Standard to make things exciting.
Ooh.
We've assembled a combo. It's a bit of a while off.
True.
Thalia.
Sylvan Karasid.
Ooh, that's not very good against us.
I would tend to agree.
I'm just gonna hold up Mana Drain, then we can like...
Yeah, Mana Drain into Fuff.
Uh-huh. Try and find lands.
Actually, Oath might be really good against us. How many creatures are left in our deck?
Yeah, this deck is so stupid, Kaylee. It's great.
How many creatures are left in our deck?
Good
are
luck.
we going to mill our entire deck if they resolve a creature?
You don't have to use this. It's May.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's a May. Good
Oh,
luck with
good.
being productive, Kaylee.
See, this is what I get for not actually knowing what any of the cards in Vintage do.
I don't know if we're meant to counter this or not.
I
kind of
don't
want the
think-
mana, but
Yeah,
it
I
doesn't
guess,
matter.
I mean, they only have 2 mana left if we do that this turn, and we get to cast Factor Fiction next turn. I think basically because it's also a ritual, we just have to counter anything, I guess. Also, it's,
I just
I
want,
guess they have...
I just want to ensure we hit our land drops like 100%.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
Same, and they're not using their mana for anything here, right? Oh, Tangle Wire. Ugh.
Exciting. I guess we're upkeeping. Oh no!
No, we can't do. We're
No.
that the literal worst.
Oh my god! What the hell?
I feel slightly violated. This is not okay.
All right, we drew an island, but we don't get to do anything on an extra turn, which is awkward.
No, exactly. Like we
So I
need
guess
to
we
wait
just
out
pass.
this Tangle Wire, I guess. Yeah. So they can tap lands, artifacts, and creatures, right?
Uh-huh.
So they can't like Oath is
Our opponent is smart and stacked the triggers correctly.
tilt.
Oh my god. Oath Tangle Wire is a combo. Is it? Am I being really dumb? I don't understand that.
I don't know either. I guess we're tapping our 3 islands.
I'm gonna draw a land.
Yeah, just draw another land off the top. That's almost like drawing a land.
It is basically literally like drawing a land.
Yep. Oh man, they made the right play again.
So good.
Like, this feels awful, but they have 3 cards left in their hand. 2 cards left in their hand. Like,
This
we
is
might...
kind of a combo.
Yes. So, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, it's nothing. Okay, great.
Nucleo has pointed out my usage of basically literally as being suspect.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, we're
We,
discarding.
Yes, we are discarding... What are we discarding? Fetters? We're not discarding fetters, right?
That might be incorrect against the onboard Oath of Druids.
Yes.
Someone's recommending Ojutai, which doesn't seem unreasonable. It's really hard for us to kill our opponents. But I guess I guess they might not have much removal and we have to ferry, right? And with bribery. We can just discard Ojutai.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
This is fine.
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen? Oh yeah, we can't just win with Teferi. Like, take all the turns and put Teferi back and just kill them with Grandmaster. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do that.
In before they
If our-
reanimate it. Oh my
yeah,
god.
If our opponent is playing reanimation spells, then so be it.
We get to search this turn, which is nice.
Yes, that also means we don't have to discard. Ooh, that's a good draw.
It's actually really good because we have all the spells and none of the mana.
Yes.
And their deck seems to be very rampy.
Yes, and our opponent is the exact opposite spot. They're basically, like, hoping to draw an impact spell.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, we can oath into Augur. Alesha sees the line.
Doing it. Okay. I feel like bad things happen when your opponent resolves memory jar. So maybe just
think
Is it
it's
just
fact
Foth
or fiction?
or Cruise?
We're going to be filling up our yard with search, and then like cruise helps us hit our land drops. I guess
Yes, but Foth helps sooner, right?
it does. It does.
And doesn't work against search, but with it.
I get rid of cruise then. I agree.
So does that mean we 4-for-1 ourselves?
Yeah, Lesher points out Foth also fills up the yard for the search, which is nice.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Alright. I would not... I would like a coloured source, but I guess I'll take a land.
Yeah. We can't put that in our graveyard.
Alright, now we Foth this turn.
Yes. Glad you agree, Alessia. I think we made the correct decision. I think we found the line.
Mm-hmm. Lines were successfully found. Let's try not to draw Spell Pierce. Island is technically a coloured source.
That is technically correct, which is the best form of being correct.
Alright, let's do this.
Yes.
Oh my god, I hate Urborg. Urborg is my least favourite card in Magic.
Yeah.
This card is so bad.
It's pretty bad for Magic Online, yeah. It's not great.
It's actually worse than Signets.
It's probably worse than Signets, yeah.
I like the probably.
So now, oh, they give us the Augur as well? Just take the lands, right?
Easy.
So we can fetch Plateau.
Yes, we put this in our yard to flip search and get an
Yes.
extra mana.
Yes, I like that. Then we have one more land.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to... oh, we can just play Tundra, I guess.
I don't really want... I kind of want to go to Fairy plus Time Walk in the same turn, but it's probably safe just to cast a Fairy, right? It's probably
I
safe.
think we just play to Fairy and then...
Plus... Oh,
And then,
yeah.
like, I don't think we play Time Walk until we have Grandmaster out.
You're probably right. You're probably right. I'm probably being silly. Hey there, Conflict Diamond. We ended up top 8ing. There were like 97 teams, so top 8 was pretty sweet, but we ended up losing in the quarterfinals.
That is a lot of teams.
It is. Not all of us are Danish.
That's true. Not all of the people in our RPTQ were Danish either, to be fair.
Fair. Lots
Then
of
we would...
Lots of people came from different countries to our RPTQ assuming it would be really soft, and then there were 97 teams.
Yeah.
So that went well for them.
Yeah. Leo's team went to Moscow because they thought the RPTQ there would be softer than here, or they had heard that, and there was a Russian team at our RPTQ who thought that it would be softer than Moscow.
Oh wow, that's awesome, Caius.
That's a bit of a shuffle.
Yeah, it is. It's all really awkward. It was apparently if we got like 3 more teams, there would be been 4 slots awarded instead of 2, which is like very, very distressing for all involved. But we lost in the quarters, so it did not matter.
Yeah. We fitted, I want to say 20 matches in the main room, and there were 22 matches because we were 44 teams, so there were like 2 matches in the first 2 rounds playing like...
Oh, is that not true, George? Sorry, I'm talking over you, but...
Oh, no worries.
George says it was always top 2 teams, regardless of size. Huh. Someone must have lied to me then. Okay.
I heard that about the... I think that's specifically for the team RPTQ, though. Because they want to cap how many teams are at the M25 event, because it's going to be a lot of players, basically.
It is. Ooh, I want a Johnny.
Yeah, I like a Johnny.
And we can play Colonnade, pass the turn, and the next turn, we get to have fun.
Yeah.
And hope they don't have a removal.
Also, we get to discard some cards here. I guess we're discarding the Augur, right? Like, if we're not casting it now, when are we?
I agree that we are discarding the Augur.
And then probably just, like, a land. Playing Augur when your opponent has out Oath of Druids seems like...
Suspect. Playing Augur seems suspect.
You're looking for really thin value then, at least. Ooh, that's not active.
Pretty sure we have no creatures in our deck to find at this point.
Yes, I think we say no to the Oath of Druids.
We can just dismember it, right? It's worth a
Yeah,
dismember. I guess we can activate this and dismember it later.
What can we find? We can find Mana Leak, which would be okay, but we're still gonna tap out for the combo unless we wait for 2 more turns. I guess it's
I'm just tapping.
Oh, we can dismember it with Urborg. That's sexy though.
Holy cow!
Do we just do that then?
I just want to show off our tech. I just want to show off our tech to our opponent. We don't need the extra card.
Yeah, look.
This is worth too much.
Not only do we know what cards in our own deck do, we also know what cards in their deck do.
I just want to go for this. This is
yes.
Everything.
I like casting Soulfire Grandmaster, activating its ability, and then casting Time Walk.
Agree. And hoping they don't have a removal spell.
Correct. In which case, you know, we still get to Time Walk twice,
we still
Emblem to Fairy, and destroy them, but...
Oh my god. This is... So we get to, like, Ultimata to Fairy, exile all their permanents, and then start passing the turn. This might take a while.
Yeah. Please don't stop us while we play with ourselves.
This is so stupid.
Not in the dirty way. Like, we're literally only playing with ourselves. Our opponent is not contributing anything to this game anymore.
This is so dumb.
Do you want to attack for 2?
Do you think they have a flash creature? I guess they could have Condemn. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, no. Just look them straight in the eye and go, like, no attacks.
I'm not going to activate the Ascanta.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree that we plus the Fairy 1 more time.
Yeah.
And then we...
Because then we can't deck. Which sounds great.
Exactly.
That's the worst Ancestral I've ever seen.
I mean, it says target player, but... So we get to exile all their permanents and then just fireball them out with Ancestral? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's wonderful.
Oh, so now we can play an untapped land, Time Walk, commit a Johnny. I don't even know if that does anything.
I just want to get my tap lands down, I think. I don't know.
That's fair.
I think
yeah, I think we wait with all our
not
spells.
Relevant.
Yes, I think as long as we do not draw from an empty library in this game, then we should be all good.
Oh, we have to discard. I guess we get rid of this Face Feathers.
Yeah.
How do we win now?
True.
Oh my god.
And then we just activate Soulfire again. Yeah, exactly.
Do we have enough mana to activate Soulfire, recall ourselves, exile 3 permanents? It's probably not. That's just bribery. I want to see that deck.
Yes. I like that. So what Oath targets do they have? Ooh, Sphinx. They have their own Ajutai. Let's look. They are playing Eureka. That seems like a bad decision.
I almost wanted to get the Hangerback Walker, just as like an insult.
For Robin. Yeah.
Exile Urborg first to save time. Oh my god. Nuclear Broker.
Technology.
Jesus. That's so smart. We can mill them with Dak.
Yeah, so now we just... Yeah, we can mill them with Dak and like target them with Recall. I guess we first set up our extra turn, right? Just to make sure we don't actually mess this up. And then we play...
Play Dak, get this started faster.
Yes.
Get rid of this Plains this turn.
Ooh, targeting ourselves, I like it.
Oh! I just realized a problem.
What?
I am very dumb.
What?
We can kill them in 2 hits actually really easily. We might have to start attacking them. I don't know if
obviously.
deck.
We exiled our last colored source so we can attack without worrying about things. Don't discard the Absent. Don't discard the Absent.
Why not? We want more lands.
We might need it to not mill. Just discard.
Oh, you're right. That's really smart. Yeah, we can Absent if needed to. Okay. Get rid of this mana leak.
Yes, and Stone Rain the rest of their lands, and then attack for 8, I guess.
Go. We're not attacking yet. We don't actually die now, so this is fine.
Oh, but let's attack anyways. Just like put them out of the misery.
You're so much kinder than me.
I'm somewhat kinder than you.
Oh, the Absent on the Teferi stops us dying, right? Yeah. So now we can go Absent our Teferi. Just taking game actions at random.
Yeah. I mean, we can also just, play Elspeth, pump one of our creatures, kill them immediately.
Alright, so I want to do the recall kill. I think the recall kill is worth the next, 3 minutes, right? Pretty sure it is.
I'm not going to disagree on that, sure.
Oh, I don't know if we have enough mana, actually. Because we need Teferi, we need to be minusing Teferi every turn.
I would just play Elspeth and kill my opponent immediately, but you're in charge.
So
as long as you don't mess it up, I'm all good. Yeah, Bungo, opponent was, Teferi was at 2 loyalty, and to get it to 3, we would have to draw a card and take a turn, which would make us draw a card. Our Ancestral has lifelink. Oh, yeah, I like this line. I like this line. Kill them, but make sure they have no permanence. Yeah. I think that's a reasonable compromise. Also, we don't have any cards in our deck.
Goose says we have 9 minutes on the clock. I think using them is smart.
That's true. That's true. We don't want to be known as one of those streams where we don't efficiently use our time.
Oh my god, that was quite something.
I think we're reasonably successful at this so far.
Alright. I'm heading to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Entertain the viewers. AMA with Marcus. Go, go, go.
Yes. Fire away. Fire away. Yeah, I know that we're not used to having so much time, guys, but I feel like it's worth making an exception. I think that game was over, more or less. Nucleo, I was taught the game by my dad when I was a little kid, but I don't know if I actually knew the rules, but I played with some of the really, really old cards back in 96, 97 or whatever, and then I basically left the game and I rediscovered it around, I want to say, Scars of Mirrodin when I started at university. And so I started playing Magic and started playing Magic online during the Scars block, and then I've been playing since then. Yeah, my first GP was Avacyn Restored, so the first few years I didn't play very competitively, or I mostly played on Moto when I played competitive games. Oh, hey, B Goose. Thank you. I try to be a nice person. I don't know if there's any other explanation. I care about other people, and subsequently some of them seem to also care about me. Alicia, I met Autumn, I want to say at a GP somewhere, because they had just started streaming, and I thought they were super cool, and basically I just went up to them at a GP and was like, hey, you're Autumn, right? I'm this rando who likes your stream and thinks you're cool. And then I saw them at a few more GPs, and I think I joined for a draft of their band cube at some point, and just interacted with them on Twitter and stuff. And so when they qualified for PT Dominaria due to the mocks, I found out almost immediately because Autumn wrote it on her Facebook and Twitter, and I was like, we're looking for an 8th person for our testing house. Do you want to join a team where you already know someone, that is me, and test with us? And they said yes. So I think. I studied philosophy and communications at my bachelor's, and then communications only for my master's. Yeah, there's a lot of like people in that study who are there because they think social media and the newest trends are really cool, and that's not exactly my cup of tea. I like communications because it's about making people get along, which I think is, and taking other people's needs into consideration when designing communications. Oh, congratulations! What did you study, B Goose? Also, welcome back, Autumn.
Hi.
Do you have anything to add to my story of how we met, which is basically that I became aware of you as a person and went up to you at a GP and was like, hi. And then a few GPs later, we drafted your band cube together, and we started interacting on Twitter and Facebook, and found out that we enjoy each other's company. And then when you qualified for the PT, for the PT enrichment, I basically texted you immediately and was like, we're looking for more people for our testing team, and is this something you could be interested in? I like this hand. This hand is good.
Agree. Also, that seems like an accurate, if not succinct, but all-encompassing answer to the question.
Yeah. I can be very wordy if I don't stop myself.
Ooh. I'm excited. I'm excited for this Wrath of God. I'm also quite wordy, so it is fine.
Yeah.
I am terrible at being succinct. Ah,
do you want recall or a second rap?
I mean,
I think we want recall.
It would be rude not to, right?
Yeah, also we don't have our fourth land yet. Like, we might actually miss the fourth land for the Wrath. Also, we don't have the second white source.
It's like the only time I've ever seen Augur get a spell.
Oh, Bigus, that might very well be the case. I was at the Madrid GP. That was Team Unified Modern.
Things I am never gonna live down apparently include the basically literally.
I played at the very last table in round 5 or 6 at GP Madrid. So, you know, speaking of things that you're never gonna live down. I like how everyone is just turning it into word salad now. I'll take your word for that, B Goose. Do I know who you, like? Do you feel comfortable sharing your name so I might accurately identify who you are? To make sure that I know what you're talking about. Is that if you don't feel comfortable with that, then that's also fine. I'll take your word for it. I meet a lot of people at GPs, and sometimes people randomly talk to me, and sometimes I randomly talk to people. I think that's one of the good things about the GP experience.
Ooh, Tundra's great.
Oh yeah, I hang out with Matt a fair bit. He stayed at my place for GP Copenhagen. We both had 2 buys and dropped after round 5. He went up to me after round 5 and was like, can I borrow your key so I can go home and play the box? And I was like, you don't need to, I'm also dead. And then we went home.
I was kind of sad. He posted like his Esper list of a full sideboarding guide and then overeat with it.
Yeah.
Are we just wrathing? They have a sword in hand. It's kind of like spewing a wrath, but I also don't want them to like draw a card.
They can activate Stoneforge and attack next turn, and then we can't block because it's pro blue. Yeah, I like just wrathing. Alessia, your modding style is great and very similar to mine. So yeah, like I think maybe 70% of all the commands in Matt's chat are just me shitposting.
Shitpost commands are great and somewhat distressing, but mainly great.
Attack first is technically correct.
It is technically correct.
You're right. We could have done that. So now they play the sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then next turn they get to equip.
Oh my god, the sword's gonna hit us.
We have to recall.
That's I agree.
Easy. I think we target ourselves.
Strong line. Ooh,
okay, absent is great. Do we do it now so we don't have to... Oh, we only have 7 cards. Yeah. Easy.
So we let them equip. And it's hack.
Yes.
And use up 3 mana.
Yes.
And then we laugh. And then we then we can figure out something else afterwards.
Yes, something like draw blue source, Ajani away the elf if they don't have any more creatures, or draw any source, Teferi away their only permanent, or their only relevant permanent.
Nuclear raises a relevant point. We are only minutes away from Stone Rain action because we have Teferi in hand.
Tune in for some hot Stone Rain action. Considering how few mountains are in our deck, we sure have Stone Rained a lot of people.
We're getting rid of the sword or the elf?
We are getting rid of the sword.
Okay. Like, we could just Faith Spetters the sword. I guess then they... Like, we get rid of...
That is true. We could get rid of the elf on taps, Faith Fetters the sword. That is also a fine line.
And then, like, they redraw elf in a couple turns, which is a really crappy draw.
That is also a good point.
Oh, Goose says we can do it for 0 on the dork as well. I like this the most. I just like getting rid of the dork. And then we can answer the sword in any number of ways.
Yeah, I was thinking getting rid of the sword because it's harder to answer because we have the Ajani, but that's not actually correct because we can't cast the Ajani, but we can cast the fetters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I like this line.
So many dorks.
Yeah.
Now if they play a land... Okay, they did not.
Nothing matters. We just fetters the sword.
And then we draw an untapped land and bribery and laugh.
Yes, then they concede the game.
Mm-hmm.
That's what bribery does. When you cast this spell, target opponent.
Do you think we were underrating it slightly when we were like, that's kind of a late bribery, maybe we take it over this ancestral vision?
Because I think Autumn's concern was that if one of their cards was a land that turn, then they could play it and use the relic to equip before we get to fetters. That is Freyalise. Ugh.
That's really bad for us. It makes creatures and destroys enchantments.
Yes.
We might be in trouble.
What do they do now? What do they do first? If they destroy the enchantment immediately... Yeah. Oh, they destroy the Oblivion Rings. They have more swords?
Yeah.
Oh.
You were talking about stuff and missed it. We're in a bit of trouble now. Also, we're getting punished for this Darkslick Shores, as we should be.
Yes, that's only fair. Land go?
Yeah. The dismembered Darkslick Shores has successfully ruined us.
Yeah, if that wasn't Basic Island, we would be a lot happier.
Mm-hmm. Get a big green creature. I guess they have a sort of body in mind.
I think
we might actually just die now because of the Darkslick Shores.
We might just lose the game, yeah.
Because of the Darkslick Shores, importantly.
Yes. Crucially because of the Darkslick Shores.
It's really upsetting. We need to hit like an Eldrazi that can block their pro-green creature.
Yes. Or like Terrastodon.
That would also be good.
Kill all the relevant permanents.
Alright.
I don't think we care about Graveyard Order, right?
No, we don't. We do lose Time Walk.
Yes.
We also lose the Dismember. As a tilt. We're playing a Darkslick Shores purely for Dismember in our main deck, yes. And I've been punished for it, so it might be incorrect. Who could say? Right, let's mill ourselves a bit.
I'm down for that. At least we get to cast Bribery and see what's in their deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately lose the game.
Wow, this is fact or fiction. I think we're just taking lands, right?
Yes, because one of them is red.
I guess Treasure Cruise draws lands.
Yes, it also means that we lose to the next swing of the sword.
We do that anyway, you realize. We're on 8 cards. Oh,
That
force. This is dreamy. This is dreamy. Okay. So are you ready to find an Eldrazi?
I'm ready to find an Eldrazi. I've never been more ready.
You were born ready.
Yes.
We need to find an Eldrazi. Or like a mere battle sphere. Or a Terastodon. Or a Reclamation Sage.
Or somehow a black creature.
Yes. Like a Grizzlebrand.
Exactly. I guess it's just Grizzlebrand, right?
Apparently we're getting Grizzlebrand.
I mean, I'll settle for that. So now we have Grizzlebrand and we have Force backup. So now next turn we can...
Oh, we should maybe have looked at their deck.
No. Someone clip our bribery and let's look at the deck on the stream. Can we do that? Is that how technology works?
Marcus.
No, we didn't snap our deck.
We have 7 cards in our library. And we have a
Yes.
Grizzlebrand in play. I'm just saying.
Yes. That's I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I suggest we do not take advantage of that option. So what is this? We would know if we knew what was in their deck, right?
I mean, we're gonna find out in a second.
It's a good force target, that's for sure.
Apparently they have Time Walk and Upheaval. This might be an Upheaval.
I don't think we can let them resolve Upheaval.
I agree.
I like forcing with Ojutai.
With the Ojutai?
Yes, Teferi puts away a sword, right?
It does.
Which is relevant if we want to start attacking.
The Ojutai can attack whilst the Grizzlebrand blocks, right?
Yeah, but then you need to cast Ojutai and attack with it 4 times within the next 7 turns? My point is Grizzlebrand kills in 3 hits, but maybe that's faulty, because they might just also put the other sword on something, because Freyalise can naturalize the feathers.
I think we just put back the mana leak. We exile the mana leak. Like, they have so much mana.
Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense.
And this is actually a slightly faster clock, so the final turn you get to attack with both.
Yeah, sure.
And
sure,
Colonnade.
Sure.
And
Bongo,
Colonnade.
Bongo, I don't think we're planning on Teferiing tucking himself. I think we're planning on killing our opponent with damage before that happens. So...
I don't think we can beat every card in their deck with a 7/7 lifelink blocker.
Yeah.
Oh, they get to sword up 2 creatures.
Yes, that's
a thing.
Also why blocking with Grizzlebrand might be better than tucking away 1 sword.
Why do they both have to be pro-blue?
That is an excellent question. I mean, the best play is Ojutai, right? So we get to...
Yeah.
We have to block the body and mind, and then we take...
A bunch.
2, 4, 6, 8, and they draw a card. It's really awful. I guess they don't attack with anything that doesn't have the sword on it, because Ojutai just eats something.
I mean, if they attack with the thing with the Sword of Body and Mind on it, we eat a creature and gain 7 life.
Yes.
So it's actually fine. They just get to draw cards, which is scary, but...
Yeah, but on average, the card that they draw is going to be a lot less powerful than the cards we already have.
Some point I would like to kill the Freyalise, but might not be able to have time for that.
Yeah, we could Johnny the Freyalise next turn.
Ooh, good point. That's exciting.
That is a smokestack.
That's a Magic the Gathering card.
Yes. More stuff?
They're going to equip the sword.
Yeah, probably.
Holy shit. We might have to bolt that instead.
That is true.
I get that sneaking suspicion. They can sort out the birds and just block Ojutai forever, you realise? I guess then we bolt the birds. And no, then we can't bolt the birds because the Johnny can't touch. This is really awkward. I wish this Darkslick Shores had just been an island.
Yes. Then we would be in a much better position, but we might have cast a Dismember for 2 more life at some point. I think it's just wrong that there's a Darkslick Shore in our deck. But we made the decision and we got punished for it. So now that creature has... Oh, that's really good play by our opponent.
Uh-huh.
Now that creature has protection from blue and red. So now you have to...
I mean, we start with attacking with Ojutai and see what our options are, right?
Yes.
We might find a Time Walks in the yard.
Time Walks in the yard. We can't find anything, I think. But I think we attack their face with both. And then we tuck the...
Then we
sword,
literally die to... Oh, no. We tuck the blue
we get to tuck sword. We get to tuck Sword of Body and Mind with Teferi, and then just hope that they die the next turn. Which they probably won't, because they will probably be able to kill Ojutai.
We have a Colonnade in play as well.
Oh, true. Yeah, nice. Attack with both and let's see what's happening. Yeah. But the play is probably to Teferi away the sword.
I think I agree. We have to attack with both.
Yeah.
We have 12. Yeah, we could have done like 16, which is not quite enough.
Nope.
I mean,
Mana drain.
I guess we take this card.
And then we Teferi away the sword, and we do not play the Soulfire, right?
Yeah, because we have Mana Drain backup.
Yes.
And then the Ajani makes either of these lethal.
Yes, but not the Colonnade. Yeah.
Cool. Bye-bye, sword. This game has been wild. Jeez.
Yeah.
The Mana Drain's actually kind of nice. It could let us activate Colonnade and cast Ajani if they cast something here.
Yes. So currently, the sword is not the top card, but second from the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they loot... They get to draw the sword, right? They loot first, and then they draw. Like, that doesn't matter. They draw and loot when looter hits us, because of the sword.
I mean, they stack the triggers, right?
But it doesn't matter. They still get to see 2 cards, they just have to put one of them away. But they get to keep the sword if they want. But the sword doesn't do anything by itself, right?
No.
Because they are dying.
We hope they are dying. Yes.
Well, as it stands, they are dying. And the sword does not prevent that. They get to block one creature no matter what with the bird.
We do want the extra mana, though.
We do, but we also do not want to lose the game to some other spell they might have. Okay, so they equip the bird so they get to block Ojutai for free. Okay, this is perfect. Now we just get to win, right?
Yeah. Nuclear has pointed out we failed because we have not Stone Rained our opponent this game, which I think is the truth.
It's legitimate. To be fair, they smokestack themselves.
I'm gonna sack this Darkslick Shores because I'm really pissed off at it.
I like that. I don't think that can come back to bite us in any way, so just do that.
It earned this fate.
Yes. You alone. You're the only permanent. Like, we got to Stone Rain someone. It was just ourselves. So play the land, and animate Colonnade, right?
No.
Why not?
Oh yeah, because then we do that with mana. I was thinking Ajani with Mana Drain backup, but yes, this is exactly the same. This is like literally the same.
Yes. I think so. They need to have 2 relevant things otherwise, right? Like, in any case.
Yeah, they can block the Grizzlebrand and die to the other 2, or they block the Occupy and die to the other 2.
Yes, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they actually have like 7 mana. I guess 6 maybe?
The only way this comes back to bite us is if they have Mana Tithe or Force Spike in hand.
No. Colonnade has Vigilance.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Ooh, that was a sweat.
Can I just suggest that
Yes, I like
stop
putting in
being cute.
yes. It almost cost us the game. So let's.
It made the game exciting, so maybe it's correct to have it in.
I like being cute, but there might be such a thing as being too cute.
Kind of just want this. I know we have no green source. Swords are really upsetting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Grudge?
Yeah.
We have O-Ring, Fetters, and Absent already? Yeah, maybe Grudge is still good. They showed us 2 swords. They showed us 2 swords, Tanglewire, Smokestack.
I kind of want to cut the O-Ring, because they have Upheaval in their deck, and they also have, like, Freya Lease.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I want to trim on this stuff, maybe.
I could buy that, yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is bad. I think this is fine. I think this is good.
Nuclear says Pierce seems kind of bad, which feels likely.
Spell Pierce, yeah, that's probably also true.
They have a lot of artifact mana you can catch a bit, but you need to like have it in your opener.
I guess they have Freyalise, 2 swords.
Oh,
no, I think Spell Pierce is
oh
good.
my god, oh my god. Nucleo is amazing. Nucleo has posted the snip of the deck in chat.
Ooh, that's great, thank you.
Their deck is kind of terrifying.
Yes, I like keeping in the Pierce, I think.
I agree.
Because like it might not have a big window to be relevant, but it counters some really relevant spells, right?
Yeah.
Like Jite, Amdira Rights, Freyalise.
Also, even if you counter like them being able to equip that turn, that's sometimes big enough.
Yes.
Like just by like costing them the 2 mana and stopping them equipping for a turn.
Thank you, Nucleo.
Thank you.
Yes, if we ever draw Deck Faden in this matchup, we can steal our sword, but we only have like 4 creatures.
This hand seems very slow against the Lador Elf deck.
But also very good.
Agree.
Like all the spells are really good, but we don't cast any of them until turn 4, at the earliest.
I'm not in love with this, but
I would be inclined to keep.
Alright, on your head be it. There are going to be games where we cast Day of Judgment on turn 4 and just win the game, right?
Exactly. I think that the games where Day of Judgment is not like complete game breaker, Elspeth is gonna be really good.
No Mana Dork.
I like the sound of that. Ooh.
We draw our best card.
MVP.
We drew Ancestral. We're so lucky.
It's Ancestral on a blocker. Like, how insane is that?
That new...
That's what I was pointing out, that the draws where Day of Judgment is not amazing is because they have 1 tall threat, and Elspeth gets to jump most of their really tall threats forever.
Stoneforge has arrived.
Yes.
Let's find. Let's reveal an Ancient Grudge. I'd be okay with that as well.
That's Wrath of God.
Uh-huh.
And 2 lands. Damn it.
Their mana is quite something. Overgrown
Yes.
Tomb Tundra.
Oh yeah. That Misty Rainforest doing work. So now they play the sword, play Manadork.
I mean, they just hold up Stoneforge activation, I guess.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. If they play Manadork, that's what they're doing.
I guess we're taking a hit.
Yes, so we're taking one hit and then we're killing everything forever.
By killing everything, you mean killing a wolf and a Stoneforge Mystic.
Yes, and an Augur of Bolas.
And an Augur of Bolas. This treasure cruise is going to be 1 mana, though.
It is going to be 1 mana, yes.
Oh my god, Nucleo saw it too. This is the best cruise. Elspeth does provide blockers for Eternity. That is true.
Kaios, that might be relevant. I'm gonna look at the thing again and see if they have anything that says regeneration on it. They do not.
Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to slam Elspeth and cross my fingers. There are ways it can go wrong, but...
Yes.
I feel like it's really high upside casting our Wrath effect after our Planeswalker.
You might be right. Oh, rip Soulfire.
Rip Ancestral.
Yeah, that too. But we already have 1 Ancestral in hand. I think we'll be okay.
This is true. I'm gonna play Elspeth. I think it's really high upside.
Okay, but then this game is now on your head and not mine.
Yep. So be it.
I think we make a creature here.
I agree. I think you raise a good point, Marcus.
I mean, I like living dangerously, but maybe not that dangerously. So, what? Ooh.
Oh
Did we
boy,
see that card?
this is yeah, we saw it. This is punish. I mean, that was gonna get us at some point, right? But this is brutal.
Do you know what?
Holy shit, we're dead.
Oh.
We're actually just dead now.
Yes, you can just concede and not show them the rest of our deck. So I said something about this game being on your shoulders, conscience, whatever, right?
Yeah, that was my one. That was my one that we lost.
But we have one to spare. Like we can just win this game instead. It's all good.
Am I crazy for kind of wanting like some of these black cards? It's really awkward because we don't want to make our mana worse against them, and there's no like bad cards in our deck really.
Also, don't think the black cards do anything particularly against them. I guess they get around the swords to kill creatures, but
we're not playing O-Ring because they have Abrupt Decay, Upheaval, and Freyalise. They're really good at answering those sort of effects, and this is like the one thing in our deck that's kind of bad against Abrupt Decay. Everything else is like medium against it.
Yeah, I like keeping the deck as...
Despite us just losing to Abrupt Decay, but you know.
yeah.
I'll have a forest to flashback Grudge if they hit us with a sword. The problem is we can't tutor a forest.
Yeah, there's no way we can't fix our green mana at all.
If we had like the Stomping Ground, I considered taking in the draft, we'd board it in for sure.
Yeah.
But, or if we had like a green fetch land. Alright.
I like this hand.
Time to search.
Doesn't have a lot of interaction, but I guess search helps.
Are you implying we might need interaction in this matchup?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that Nucleo. There might be... I can't remember what the Stomping Ground would have been over, but...
Also passed Steam Vents really early. Thank you, Kaius.
Oh my god. Also,
I
what
can
the
tell
hell?
this is gonna go well.
I feel kind of dead.
I mean, if they stop here, we're probably fine.
I mean, they just played the tap land this turn, right? Also, I'm holding up Mana Drain.
Yes, you're not casting that search. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna play all their untapped lands now, and go for some big play, right? Alright, that's fine. Yes, that's also fine.
They're taking so much damage.
Yeah, we're winning the race. Advantage, yeah.
Okay. Just gonna keep holding this up, I guess. God damn it.
This is a fine clip. That's oh. This is not bad.
This is fine. It's just very funny.
Yeah. Ooh. So now search with mana drain back up, and then next turn attack Faden with mana drain back up.
Uh-huh.
Then we get to power out Treasure Cruise, so we can draw Time Walk and our 8th land, and then bingo.
Wow, their hand must be so weird.
Are they watching our stream?
They might be. It's not impossible.
If so, their Twitch username is something else than their Magic Online username. And if so, welcome to the stream. We are having fun. I think we keep this. We're having fun. We hope you're having fun as well.
We could set up this. Also, Soulfire blocks this. Jeez, that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nuclear's right. We're repping having counter magic like really aggressively.
True.
I'm gonna play Soulfire and pass.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Play a land as well.
I agree. Correct.
Yeah, Nuclear. Once we play the search on turn 4, obviously we rep counter magic, but before then, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably unlikely that they're ghosting. Mm-hmm. There might just be a very good Magic player because they drafted an absurd deck and they're in the finals of the draft.
Yeah, agreed.
But hey, no matter how this game ends, we're gonna be drafting again soon.
Oh boy, do we have to counter that?
I don't think so.
I guess whatever they cut. If they have 2 swords in hand, it's annoying.
If they have 2 swords in hand, but we can't counter the Time Walk. I think they lead on Time Walk to bait the counter spell here.
It just means they get to stick something on the table though, and then use it next turn, which is annoying.
Yeah, but they might also just attack with the Wild Wisp this turn, and then.
You're so smart.
Next turn, do the same or do something else or whatever. Yeah, exactly. It's Explore. It's Explore that also deals 3 to us. Because if they cast a relevant spell this turn or next turn, we counter mana drain. But I don't think Time Walk necessarily qualifies as a relevant spell here, which is absurd to say out loud. But
it's somewhat absurd.
Yeah, they're animating the Wildwoods again and tapping their. No, they're not. Blue mana. Ooh, Shardless, yeah.
Oh, that's really rude. Fine.
That's fine.
Resolves.
They have.
We're gonna die to this.
Yes, but it's gonna take some time. Worst case, we can DAC the
Shardless Agent.
Chump.
Oh my god, living the high life. Alright, I'm gonna Ancestral and draw Dismember.
Yeah, I like that plan. Too bad we don't have a Darkslick Shores in play.
Indeed. Oh, we win.
This is beautiful. I suggest not blocking.
This is fun.
It's like we put a lot of unfair Magic cards in our deck.
This was a fun game of Magic the Gathering.
Plateau, Soulfire, go for a walk. Nice. Nice. Nice device. Please no Force of Will.
Days.
Ooh.
Oh, we get to steal the Shardless and start attacking in a little while.
Yeah, in a few turns, keep that. We want to hit all land drops.
Mm-hmm.
Just play it, playtime walk. Oh yeah, we do that, whatever. Maybe activate Soul Fire before casting Hammock, yeah.
Kaya says, I hope they enjoyed playing around a mana drain. Oh my
yeah.
god.
The best mana drain, you don't even have to cast it. Oh.
We're gonna be here a while, folks.
We're gonna be here for almost exactly 10 more minutes.
I hope so. That sounds great. Alright, this time we get to steal a Shardless Agent.
Yes, we are not casting Dismember anytime soon. Don't tap your mountain.
Good timing.
I was like, there's 3 red sources in play. The odds that and none of them produce blue. The odds that this is gonna happen are extremely low. I don't know. Yeah, just put Wrath in your graveyard as well.
Oh my.
Alright. So one more time. Don't. Yeah, thank you. And then Dag away the Shardless.
Rawr.
Invigorate. Oh, no. Just stop milling ourselves. We only have 17 cards. Oh, nice.
Oh my god, that was a delight.
That was a good draft. That was a lot of fun.